members of the jury, and to you, Donald Trump, and your followers. Today I stand before you as a man who has given more than 2 decades of his life to this country, despite being labeled as undocumented. I stand here with a clean conscience, at 64 years of age, and the certainty that I have done more for this nation than many of those who dare to label me as illegal. I have worked, paid taxes, respected the laws, and contributed to the well-being of this country. I have paid taxes without any benefit in return, nothing, no health insurance, no retirement, and yet here I am. I am not a criminal, nor a parasite, nor a burden on this country. I have never done drugs, never stolen, never involved myself in shady business. I am clean from any accusations, and I am respected by many friends who were born here. How many of Trump's followers can say the same? And you, Trump, what have you done? What have those who follow you blindly done while repeating your stupid, venomous speech against us immigrants? Because the only difference between you and me is a piece of paper. A damn piece of paper! Well, that's not the only difference, because here stands a human being with a big heart and high ideals. I work. I don't live off others, and I pay my taxes. And if we're going to talk about contributions, immigrants pay billions of dollars in taxes every year, even though we don't have documents. Data from the Institute on Taxation and Economic Policy reveals that undocumented immigrants contribute more than $11.6 billion annually just in state and local taxes. But of course, Trump, you ignore that figure, don't you? The most inhumane part of all this is the inability to return to my country. Not because I don't want to, but because if I leave the United States, I won't be able to come back. What kind of system is this that once you arrive seeking a better life, it keeps you trapped in an invisible cage, separating you from your family and your homeland? I have been in this country for 23 years, trapped by laws that make no sense and have no heart. My wife and daughter returned to Uruguay when our marriage was not going well, and I stayed here because I didn't see an economic way out in my homeland. I have seen my daughter twice in all that time, and I haven't been able to be with my mother, who is now 85 years old and very sick. We talk every day through video calls, but I know, as I experienced when my father passed away, that one day she will simply be gone, and I won't be able to give her a goodbye hug. Isn't that outrageous? Shouldn't that make us reconsider the system? Don't be so stupid and simplistic as to tell me, go back. The ones who should be deported are the criminals, whether documented or undocumented, not the hardworking people who keep the economy running. In fact, studies from the National Academy of Sciences show that immigrants have lower crime rates than those born in this country. The prisons are full of American citizens who commit more crimes than us, the undocumented. We don't come here to steal or cause chaos. Meanwhile, you and your followers lie, fatten your bank accounts, and sell your country to the highest bidder. Yes, those Latinos who now have documents and think they've earned their place at the top. Many of them were legalized through fraud, marrying citizens only to divorce a couple of years later. And now they think they are more American than the natives who lived here before their European ancestors arrived. How ironic, Donald, when you talk about immigrants and forget that the real Americans are the natives your white ancestors pushed into reservations, the true owners of this land. You and your followers are descendants of immigrants, invaders who trampled the dignity of Native Americans. So before you keep calling us illegals, remember that if anyone is out of place here, it's not us, the immigrants, but those like you who ravaged everything they found. Stop talking about criminals, Trump. Here, the convict is you, and soon, the criminal who will have to go to jail. These are facts, not assumptions like yours.